Hi, Dave Jack here, Superintendent of Fauquier County Public Schools, with another edition of One Hard Question. And it's a pleasure to respond to this week's One Hard Question. It's submitted by Will Tavlicek, which I'm going to go ahead and guess is a fictitious name, and typically I stay away from anonymous questions, but it's a good question and it's a great fictitious name. So Will Tavlicek, I am going to answer this question. It's very good. I am the parent of a high school student who is always talking about the lack of access to the internet when he tries to use his iPad. He was told that the school has limited wireless access capacity. If we are encouraging students to be more 21st century by using technology in their day-to-day work in the classroom, and we are encouraging them to bring their own devices, it seems access to the FCPS network and internet would be essential. Is there any plan in the future to improve wireless access to the FCPS network for students? Thanks for being such a great superintendent. Signed, Will Havlicek. Good question, and I'm assuming the person that submitted this has a vested interest in this particular issue. And I have student advisory groups I've met with each of the last 2 years. This is an issue that comes up regularly when I meet with the students. They're glad to have wireless access within their building, but the wireless availability is quickly eaten up by students, particularly when they're using their own devices in the building, and then it becomes it slows way down, and it's not necessarily user-friendly. And this has been an ongoing concern for students since I've been here, and that's mainly through my advisory. And last year we added bandwidth at the high school, but we've quickly found out that as soon as that bandwidth is added, it's eaten up quickly. So it's helpful, but still there's such great demand for it within the building. But to the question, do we have plans? Yes, as a matter of fact, we have a plan that should be kicked off here very soon, whereby we will be significantly adding bandwidth and connectivity access at all 3 high schools, including I think Southeastern as well. I think we talked about doing Southeastern as well. So starting there to substantially increase access for students so that they are able to in a more meaningful way use their own devices or the school's devices for learning. And then and that's where the big demand is at the high school. So don't be offended if you're middle and elementary, because 2 things. One, the demand is in there like it is at the high school, and 2, and by the way, we do have a plan to ultimately add more connectivity bandwidth at the elementary and middle school. So we're not shunning those 2 schools, those 2 levels. We're just we're going one step at a time and addressing our biggest need first. But it's a really good question, and I just sort of recently signed off on going ahead and moving forward with this expenditure. So we're going to do it. Keep the questions coming. I appreciate your time.